Hello, everyone, once again, and thank you for joining today's Simplano session. My name is Domas. I'm responsible for sales at Simplano, and today we are going to have a little bit different topic than usual, not that technical, not about the upgrades, evaluations, and issues with the upgrades. Today I'm going to share some ideas on how you can convert your non-paying customers to CSP model, or even how you can increase your base of new customers on CSP model. So to begin with, prior the session, for all of you who haven't worked with us before, let me shortly introduce you Simplano. So Simplano started its operations back in 2013 as there was a challenge in the market with classic solution upgrades to R2C. So Simplano's co-founders agreed that they need to find a solution on how to make these upgrades easier with automated solutions and a team of experts in upgrade. So what we've done, we've simply built a team which gained a huge experience in upgrade projects while converting classic solutions to R2C, or for example, right now into the latest Business Central versions. Team has built a perfect infrastructure and tools that simply allow us to work faster with a better precision and eliminating the manual work while working with upgrades while using the tools that Simplano has built, such as report converter, data port converter, etc. Additionally, we do have a team of developers who can help you with all kind of development tasks. For example, if you are starting a new implementation project, or you have your own add-on and you need development in that part, or even you need some help while moving the upgrade to the latest versions. So our developers can help you with all these tasks. They can help you in CL, AL development, basically with all NAV and BC versions. And additionally, we do have a team of developers who are working specifically with the tools that we are using, not just internally for upgrade projects, those tools that I've just mentioned, like report converter, data port converter, but these tools are also helping other partners who are dealing with upgrades. And as time is going, and right now, those classic upgrades are not so popular as it was a few years ago. We started working on another tool which helps to get better results when you are converting with TXT to AL tool. There are a lot of manual things to do afterwards. So we are building AL conversion tool that would also eliminate manual work while dealing with transition to AL, which definitely will save some time on the upgrade projects. Here are some facts about Simplano. So we've done more than 400 upgrade projects. We are working with more than 150 partners all over the world. And as you see, we have saved quite a lot of time while doing all these kind of activities. So that's a short introduction about us. And let's go to the agenda, what we are going to discuss today. So we'll go through the global upgrade challenge. We'll see what are the options for upgrades, what are the scenarios, how you can increase your CSP customer base, or how you can convert your existing customers to CSP customers. I'll share some case story from our existing clients, and of course, within the end of the session, we'll have a quick demo during which I'll introduce you a calculator that later on you could use for your own projects for the end users. So to begin with, according to all the data that we've managed to find, there are more than 56,000 BREP active installations in 13 European countries. So in general, there are definitely way much more than that if we would take globally or around the world. And the issue is that there are only like 4,200 upgrades performed per year. So as we see, it seems nearly impossible, to convert all of those BREP active installations during the year. So it would take quite a while. And recently, we in Simplano found another one issue, which gives even us and other partners a headache to work continuously on those custom upgrades for the end users when the NAV was changed to Business Central and the CL language was changed to AL. We saw that there's a huge increase. All the evaluations increased at least by 44% in 2020 while comparing 2019. And on average, right now, the quotes that we evaluated for upgrades is around 700 hours, when previously it was almost lower twice than we are having right now. And it's really difficult. It's right now it's more complex thing to convince all the end users, to sign up for an upgrade project when they have to pay almost double the price than they had to do like a couple of years ago if they have done an upgrade earlier. And you need to take also into consideration that in this statistics, we have also added all the projects that were evaluated from the current versions, like classic versions that the end users are using, or RTC versions, to the latest RTC versions also. So if we would exclude all the upgrades to latest RTC versions, the priors would go even higher than that. And we all know that within 2021, if I'm not mistaken, you won't be able to buy these RTC licenses anymore for Business Central 14th based on CL language. So there is a challenge for all of us how to convince those clients to do the upgrade. And it's also a challenge for partners to find the required amount of resources to perform these upgrades. So we need to find a solution, and first of all, find out why these costs have risen. So one of the things is, of course, that functionality has changed. There's a change in the programming language, major change in user interface. Right now, we have only web client available when previously we were able to use the Windows client. New development environment, and of course, that maybe not the key factor for increasing the quote, but the scope for those projects. But of course, developers need to adapt new things, and that simply adds some time. But the biggest trouble would be with all the refactoring cases after migrating the solution with TXT to AL tool. Because of such things as breaking changes. There are a lot of limitations with file management while comparing the previous versions, automations, temp blob issues. Also, you need to move all these customizations from the standard objects to events manually, and so on. So these things are increasing the scope, and the whole project becomes quite big, and it's not that easy to sell it for the end user. So our goal was to find a solution that we can, what we can do differently in this way, and how we can help our partners to convince their clients to renew old classic or RTC solutions to BC SaaS model. And the solution is called Clean Start. So first of all, let me explain what is Clean Start Upgrade and how it can help you. So first of all, Simplano has created a process automated upgrade for data, add-ons, and tables. We have built an online calculator, so it means that you can get an instant fixed price proposal for your customer for a clean start project and start quicker than usual. Later on in the session, I'll show you how it works actually live. I'll show you the calculator, and I will explain you also how this helps you to boost your CSP customer bases. So one of the things, of course, one of the factors which will allow you to increase that CSP customer base is first that the short sales cycle. Salespeople don't need to spend so much time while comparing, let's say, an upgrade, a custom upgrade, where you need to find a lot of different things while setting up the scope and so on. With the calculator, you would get everything instantly, and your customer would get everything instantly in the process. And let me show you a parallel, an example, what other partners we're doing with implementations and how it looks similar to the Clean Start upgrades. So I don't know if you've checked in the market, but there are already some partners such as ABC Business or Bamboo Cloud or NAV that are proposing package 5-day type implementations for new customers. And one of the biggest advantage while working in this model is that there is really short sales cycle. It's roughly 1 month. All the customers are coming through online portals. There are online calculators. So also they are getting all those price instantly, and they know how much it would cost to have this implementation, to have this new solution. So that's why it's also quite an easy thing to scale, because, well, you don't need to spend so much effort, and you don't need so many resources in order to work with clients while doing the sale, if you would compare the custom implementation. And according to the data from those partners, we can see that on average, a deal size would be around 5,000 euros, and they are doing roughly 20 deals a month. So you can already do a calculation what you can earn from that as well. And we can take in comparison, on average, custom BC implementation takes way much longer. It takes from roughly half a year to a year, or even a longer. You cannot use any online calculators for that. You need to spend quite a lot of time to set a scope with the client, to do all these analysis and give a custom pricing. And this is one of the reasons why it's hard to scale, because you need to spend a lot of time and resources for one project while comparing with the package 5-day type implementations. Of course, on the other hand, the deal size is bigger from the financial perspective, but overall, with the 5-day type implementations, you can earn also quite a lot without spending so much effort. And the same parallel we find out with upgrades, and we decided that we should launch in the market the Clean Start approach. Once again, its sales cycle is really short. It's around 1 month. It's all the customers can get the price instantly while using the calculator. So also it is easier to sell because sales staff don't need to spend so much effort. Usually clients are also getting online through those calculators. due to the fact that you don't need to spend so much time while doing all these analysis, additional evaluations, and so on. So it's easier to scale. And on average, I would say the deal size would be 2,000 or 3,000 euros. And according to our estimations, you could do from 50 to 100 deals a month. While comparing with the custom Simplano upgrades, everything is in a different way. Like it's quite a long sales cycle. It's a time-consuming thing to set up a price and scope for the project. It requires resources from both sides, from Simplanova's team, from the partners team, and from the end users team to finalize the scope. And because it requires more time, of course, it's a more complex thing to scale in this way. Okay, while moving on, right now, let's see the possible scenarios how Clean Start Upgrade can help you to increase new customer base or help you with existing customers. So there are 4 different scenarios, and let's go through all of them. So first of all, how you can increase your new customer base, those clients that are using all the NAV versions. So one of them is, oh, sorry. So you can get a new customer while advertising a quick upgrade to SaaS model. As I showed you earlier, there is a huge potential in the market while upgrading older NAV users that are lacking their reseller support while doing these upgrades. And as you know, response time and price for the end users is really important these days. So the help of calculator, with this help, they can get the quote for an upgrade instantly, and the price will be affordable while comparing with those custom upgrades. So there are 2 ways. Either you could use Simplanova's calculator at our website, and just simply to enter all the information regarding the end users information that you could get a quote instantly, or you can simply have this online calculator on your own website, and you can promote it and reach new potential customers to whom Simplanova could do those clean start upgrades, and you could do all the rest part to sell the licenses and do the upsell while adding new functionalities and so on. Next scenario for reimplementations. Probably, let's say, if you're having some of the customers that are still running on the classic versions of NAV, and from the first view, it might be quite an expensive thing, to do a custom upgrade as is, because, well, one of the things, maybe your client is no longer is not using some of the functionalities that there are in the classic version in his solution, and you can drop it. So you can just simply decide to do a reimplementation for that customer while dropping unnecessary functionalities. So for that, Simplano also could cover you the first part with the data migration, because, well, we have already automated this part, and it simply will be more efficient for you if you would leave that part, and at the same time you could spend more time while analyzing and checking what kind of functionalities and features you would like to implement for this client. Or even in this case, if you see that you need additional support from the new functionality development, Simplanova's team could cover that part as well. And actually, some of the partners with whom we are working already working in this way, that we're trying to do these custom upgrades, but the cost for a custom upgrade for them was quite an expensive thing. So they realized that clean start would be a better option from the financial perspective. And with new technology, they could add also new functionalities, use Power Platforms, and so on. Okay, so let's go to the third scenario, path to sell a custom upgrade. If your client, let's say, is right now running a classic version of NAV, or he has an RTC solution with lots and lots of customizations, to do an upgrade definitely will be quite a challenging thing. To convince the client to do an upgrade would be quite a challenging thing if, you know, as I've mentioned earlier, the prices has increased quite a lot. But one of the things that helps partners to sell those kind of upgrades as well is that you could simply offer them to test latest Business Central SaaS versions with their own data. So in this case, Simplano would also could do a clean start upgrade, just, you know, migrating the data for your customer, and he would simply have a chance to play around with the latest BC version with his own data to find out exactly how it works and so on. And this could convince your client to do the upgrade when he'll have a deeper look in the solution with his own data. And we already had also a few cases when the partner, first of all, convinced the end user to play around with BC SaaS version with their own data. Of course, it was an investment. They invested for that, and afterward, they decided that they would like to have a full upgrade. So we've done the analysis, free analysis regarding their solution, and afterward, we've done a full upgrade as is to the latest version. And the fourth scenario would be to address your own customers that are still running classic or RTC versions. So while using Simplano's calculator, which you can simply implement into your own website, you can educate your clients regarding new versions. You can promote this calculator, show that it's they can get those quotes easily. Of course, you need to adapt it according to your model, because there would be a chance to add the license price and additional service from your side, so they could have a full quote for going to the latest BC SaaS versions, not just, you know, talking about the upgrade part, but about the full services, the licenses, upgrade quote, and your additional services if there would be a need for some new functionalities, and so on. So that would be the fourth way how you can have more of those CSP customers in your own portfolio. And here is one of the case study from our existing partner with whom we are working quite along. It's a Dutch partner, Bliss. And previously we were working with them with, actually we tried to work with them with all the upgrades as is, migration as is from the old version to the latest BC. But yes, there was quite a big challenge, you know, to convince once again all those customers to pay this amount of money. And they found out that it's easier also to convince the clients, first of all, to do a clean start upgrade and then adding new functionalities into their solution. And when we launched the clean start calculator, they were really satisfied with that because, well, they were getting the instant proposal. Next thing, of course, all the data migration process is automated from our side, so they don't have to spend much time while contributing on this, because everything, first of all, it doesn't take much time and we are doing everything on our side, so they can focus on other tasks. All the time, the price from our side is fixed, and after everything, they are getting a free support warranty from our side. Of course, we are doing all the testing, and after that, if they are getting any issues, it's our goal to fix that. So when we launched the calculator, Bliss have already completed a few projects with us, and from my side, from those calculations, so they were using the calculator for a quote. It took roughly 1 month to take a decision, and from our side, it took roughly 3 weeks to plan and complete the project. So in total, during a period of 1 month, the project was completed, and they were able to work on development tasks for the customers. So all sides are happy. Bliss is happy because they have a new client in SaaS. Client is also satisfied because all the project itself was planned and delivered in a period of 1 month. So these things are really important also nowadays for the end users. So what are the main benefits? Some of them I have already mentioned, but the main benefits while using the Clean Start service would be that, first of all, the costs are significantly lower while comparing with the custom upgrade, and it starts from, according to our Clean Start calculator, you can have an upgrade from 690 euros. You will get quote instantly, so you don't need to wait for anything. You don't even need to contact us via mail or phone. You just need to fill in all the information in the calculator and you will get the price instantly. On average, the upgrade would be around 40 hours, according to our estimations. If you would take the average, sometimes it's even less than that or more, so it depends. All the time, it's fixed price, free warranty support for the project, and everything is automated. I believe I haven't mentioned one thing, which is relatively very important actually, regarding the clean start. Sorry guys, I'll get through all the slides once again in the beginning. Regarding customizations. So all those customizations, what's related to reports, data ports, pages, forms, and so on, are not included when we are doing a clean start upgrade. But all custom tables, if you would like to, or even customizations from the standard tables are included. If you would like to, we can add into the upgrade process, and while using the calculator, you could simply add those things and get a quote for that. So right now, let's go and have a quick demo how this calculator looks like. Okay, here it is. No, that's not the one, sorry. Here is the calculator. So what is the information that you need to fill in order to get the quote? So first of all, let's set the size of the database, how many companies you need to migrate, what is the destination? Is your client willing to have an upgrade to on-prem or SaaS version? What is the current version that you are using? Here you can set the amount of custom tables that you want to migrate. And here is the number of those standard tables that have customizations like custom fields on them. So let's have the number here. What is the programming language of your solution? So we have already added AI language because we have already done a clean start project from version BC 16th to BC 18th. So we decided that we need to add AL here as well. But of course, still most of the cases are with the CL language. Right here also, you need to add how many of the ISV solutions your client is using and how many he's willing to use after the upgrade actually. So let's say in this case, we don't have any add-ons. Let's choose the localization. At this point, right here in the list, you will find only localizations supported by Microsoft. Let's choose the database type. Is it SQL or the native database? Let's choose the SQL this time. Another important thing which you need to check if you need live data migration services from Simplano also. So you can choose that we could do everything during working days, during business hours, or during the weekends. Of course, if you are going to choose during the weekends, the price will increase for a clean start upgrade. Let's choose working hours. And of course, if you don't need to have a go live, you can just simply click on this part that we would do everything that you don't need to perform production migration. We will keep everything in the sandbox, and we will provide you all the documentation how to perform data migration. Right here, I will add my email address, phone number, name. Let's choose the price, which choose the currency. And let's say it's gonna be Simplano. Yeah, let's choose Simplano Clean Start. Let's agree with all those policies. Choose the license supplier for you. And let's generate the proposal. So I should get everything. And okay, I see that I missed something. I thought that I pressed here. It seems that I didn't. So once again, press generate the proposal. Hopefully this time I haven't missed anything. No. So instantly I will receive an email from the system. So just give me a second. I'll open this mail. And here is the email that I have just received from the solution. Here is the project name. Here is the price. And in the proposal, you will see what is included in it. All the data that you have filled, the database size, how many companies to migrate, destination, and so on. Full data migration included, as I chosen before. And we are going to have a free warranty for this upgrade project. So when we will deliver you this project within 2 weeks, you can simply test if everything works in the way that it should work. If something won't work in the same way, then it will be Simplanova's job to make sure that everything would work in the way that it have to work. And here are some additional information regarding deliverables, limitations, and so on. So the thing is, even right now, you can test this Clean Start upgrade calculator, which you can find in our website. And what I'm gonna do right now actually is I will simply share with you this Clean Start calculator link. I will add it into the chat. So everyone should, oh, I see that it's already here. So I would really encourage, first of all, for all of you to test this Clean Start calculator to see how everything works. And after that, I would really like to have a discussion with all of you and simply to discuss a possibility to implement such a calculator even in your own website that you could promote to your existing customers, or you can promote it in general and attract new customers who are still running the older versions but are not that actively supported by their own license providers. So you could simply target this audience, gain some new customers, and simply grow your portfolio with all those customers, and of course benefit from that. And of course, if you still have all those upgrade projects as is, and you would like to get fixed price proposals and free evaluations for one-to-one upgrades, you can contact us directly. Of course, the quote won't be instantly, as with a Clean Start calculator. It would take on average 5 business days to get a fixed price and scope proposal. And right now, I believe we can have a questions answer session. So I'll try to answer all the questions from your side. Okay, so I can see one of the questions. Can we give this calculator directly to our customers and start calculating? So there are, as I mentioned earlier, there are two options. You can either direct your customers to Simplanova's portal, and they could fill in all the information there to get a fixed price for a Clean Start upgrade. But you need to take into consideration one thing, that if you are going to use Simplanova's Clean Start calculator, you would get price only for Clean Start upgrade. If they won't get the quote for the licensing and additional costs from the partner afterward. So in this case, what would be my suggestion? But of course, we should discuss that individually with each partner who would like to have this, calculator, is that we can build an individual calculator which you can implement into your own website and add additional fields regarding the license cost and additional support from the partner. So your client could get a proper full quote, not just for a Clean Start upgrade, but in general with the licensing and so on. And I would highly recommend for all the partners to have this option to promote your services and promote that not just among your customers, but in general, to promote these services and reach those customers who would like to be upgraded, but simply maybe their own partners do not have enough resources to do that. So you could just simply take that part. Okay, I see another one question regarding NAV versions. From which NAV versions can you upgrade from? So uh, basically, we can do upgrades from all NAV versions. Back in 2019, in November, I remember that we've done an upgrade even from NAV 2.0. So basically, we can do upgrades from all versions to the latest BC versions. Okay, let's check if we have additional questions. Okay, so I see a question from Michael regarding R code analyzer and naming conventions considered after a project is upgraded from CL to AL code. We are converting from CL to AL right now the tables. We are upgrading the tables when we are doing clean start project. And then we are migrating the data. But what's regarding the other objects, we are not upgrading them to AL. This all the customizations are excluded from that. And yes, if you want to have a full upgrade with all the customizations, then it would be we could provide you the evaluation fixed price evaluation analysis for the project. Okay, let's see whether we have additional questions. Oh, okay. I see that might be that I misunderstood the question from Michael regarding the code analyzer. So in this case, I could clarify that after the session, when we will send you all the recordings, we could give an answer on that side as well regarding naming conventions considered after the project is done. Okay, let's see, guys, whether you do have additional questions. Okay, at the time I see that there are no additional questions. So once again, what I would highly recommend for all of you, as I've just showed you the Clean Start calculator. So first of all, it would be great that you could test it out by yourself. Maybe you even find some places which are not clear, and Simplanova could do some of the adjustments. And another thing, what I would highly recommend is that we could, for all of you who are interested to have such a solution into your own portal, that we could arrange a meeting and discuss a possible partnership between us where we could implement this kind of online calculator on your website. And then later on, we could set up all the details, and this hopefully would allow to increase your CSP customer base. Okay, I see another one question on how do you calculate the price for your upgrades? And well, actually, because we have already done more than 400 upgrades, and for all of them, basically, we were doing data migration. So we have automated some of the parts, and we already know how to evaluate that. And of course, the basic measures what we are using to evaluate how much time it would take for us to do a data migration is the size of the database, how many companies there are, from which version we need to do the migration, because that gives us a clue how many steps we need to do in that side. And of course, the amount of custom tables or standard modified tables. We are taking into consideration those kind of things, and afterward we are giving you the quote. Well, actually, calculator is giving you the quote automatically. Okay, and do we have more questions? Okay, so in this case, if some of the questions will rise up, right here you can see all the contacts of mine, or even company's contacts. So you can either leave us an inquiry or contact us directly via phone or email, and we could discuss your case and go through all the options, and hopefully we'll find the best solution for you, either for just simply helping you upgrading your clients to the latest versions, or maybe there will be a solution that you could implement this clean start calculator and grow your customer bases. So for today, that's it. Thank you very much for joining us and spending the last hours in the office or at home, and within upcoming days you will get the recording of the session and all the necessary information regarding clean start upgrades. And if there will be any additional questions, don't hesitate to contact. So take care, thank you all, and till next time, hopefully we'll meet in directions.